Kim got popular off a sex tape. I got famous off of a booty pic on Instagram. Everyone's human. I have days where I wake up and I feel disgusting and fat and I'm like, ew, at myself. You know, I look in the mirror, I'm like, disgusting. Let's say I'm Christian. But I think that I've come across a lot of Christians that are very judgmental that make me don't want to even be associated with them.
Off. The pill.
Clappy claps.
Oh, did I not do my time? Oh.
No, that works. All right, we're just going to start it with this, and we don't need the intro song.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back to another episode of Off the Pill Podcast. I got David with me in the moderator seat. We got Paco right here. I'm Ryan, and we have a very special guest, Miss Sommer Ray.
Hey, what's up?
So, for people who don't know, on Instagram, you have 21.8 million followers, and on YouTube, 1.5 million subscribers. But you were on Instagram first.
Yeah, I kind of just did YouTube just to kind of mess around with it. I did it for like 6 months, and then I stopped doing it. Like, just cold turkey, just stopped. I'm trying to do it again because I feel like that was like the most like authentic fan base ever. Like, Instagram is just not the same. So I was like, I need to get back to YouTube.
So you actually see the difference between the two?
Yeah, it's insane.
Well, like what exactly?
Yeah, why is it more engaging on YouTube than Instagram?
I think it's because like on Instagram, you just are on there, you like scroll, you see a picture, you think a girl's hot, blah, blah, blah. You don't like know them and you don't know anything about them. You know, on YouTube, you go on, you watch someone. You could be in your room, these kids are in their room watching you for hours. Like, they know everything about you. They're so connected to you. Like, I've had kids come up to me and say things. I'm like, oh, what, do I know you? Like, it's so weird. But like on Instagram, before I did YouTube, it's not like that. It's just like they recognize you, but they don't know you. And it's like more of like a personal connection that I like. So.
Right. But you said you did it for like 6 months and you stopped. Is it because you, burnout or what?
I don't know. I just like, I don't think I'm a great YouTuber, so I don't know what to do on YouTube. I'm like, what do they want to see? Like, because I would do vlogs, but like I had friends that are YouTubers, and it was kind of fun to like just do it with them. But like by myself, I'm like, what do they want to see? So now I'm starting to do like more fitness stuff. I want to like do like fitness Fridays, and I want to like show them like I feel like no one really knows me as a person. Like, even on my YouTube channel, I just was like messing around. Like, I want people to like get to know me as like a person.
Right.
So.
But that's what, I mean, you said you're thinking about starting again?
Oh, I'm posting again, but it's so weird because if you're not consistent, the views go away and they don't come back. You have to like work it from scratch again. I'm like, damn it. And I just have to like not care about views. Like, who cares about views, guys?
Oh, I mean, we care a little bit.
It's hard not to care, right? It's like, damn it. Yeah. But, you know, you just gotta let the ego go and be like, I don't care. Don't watch my shit. Okay.
Usually the people who are able to say, who cares about the views, get good enough views, usually.
Mine are sucking right now, guys. Pretty bad, but it's fine.
It's all relative, right?
Yeah.
I'm not a YouTuber. I'm just doing it for fun, right?
What do you consider yourself?
Oh, I don't know. I hate when people say IG model. Like, it's not that I don't like this. It's not that I won, like, because I feel like I've, like, really been, like, a big part of the making Instagram models. Like, I've been an Instagram model forever. I'm, like, an OG Instagram model. But now what girls post on Instagram, I don't like to be associated with it. Like, no one has any respect for themselves. They post the most raunchy things. I'm just like, okay, I don't like the Instagram model now because it's like no respect. Like, obviously I post pictures of my body, but I have respect for myself, and there's certain things that I just will not post.
What's the line that you don't cross?
Like, I don't do like nude, like I hardly do any like implied. Like, girls are literally posting, I saw this girl, like her whole page, she's just like posting pictures of her, she puts a little thing over her nipples, like in her vagina, like naked. Just, I'm like, I just can't, like, it's like there's a fine line. There's like classy, like I work hard for my body, I'm gonna show it off because I mean it got me where I am today, and like, but there's a fine line of just like, you go to their page and you're like, okay, this is too much. Like, I wouldn't want my mom seeing this.
It's like
type
porn.
Stuff.
Right.
Yeah, it's like porn. So a lot of things, like I think I don't like being called Instagram model because there's no respect. You know, it's like, I deserve respect too, guys. Come on.
Well, you said that you don't want, there's some things you wouldn't want your mom to see.
Yeah.
And I mean, how do you feel about the current stuff that you're posting, right?
Well,
are they cool with it?
It's funny because I actually, when I was a kid, from 16 to 18, I was a bodybuilder, like bikini.
Wow.
So I'm in a bikini on stage in my dad's, my coach. So I literally would be posing and all this kind of stuff in a tiny bikini, and he's my dad. And it's not a sexual thing. Like, when you're in that industry and stuff, it's a whole like world, and it's not like, it's not gross, it's not sexual, it's this is my body, this is heart, like I've sculpted my body to look this way. It's like that. It's so I've been raised in a different way to view bodies. Like I view bodies as art. Like I don't view it like I've never even watched porn. Like I've never been on I don't like want to watch porn. People are probably like, liar. I'm like, no, I really have never watched porn.
Not even
And
by accident.
well, on Twitter,
Yeah.
dude,
Or
I see some,
Instagram.
I see some stuff
Yeah.
now. I'm like, oh my gosh. But yeah, I've just like been raised not to think of the human body like how people like think of it. You know, people think of a naked body or whatever, like, oh, I want to F her. I think, wow, that probably took a lot of hard work in the gym. Like, you know, so it's like a different way to look at it.
I mean, I saw a video. I'm not sure where it was from. I can't remember, but you said something about like you really like enjoy eating, right? But that's why you work out.
Yeah, so I think life is really short. So why I have those views is because I used to compete 16 to 18. Like a cheat meal would be having a protein bar. Like that is like, okay, like having a, like literally your diet has to be so strict. You can't have any fat on you or whatever. And like, I was so young and my quality of life sucked. Like I was just like, wow, like I got into like an eating disorder, like messed up my mind with the food and everything because it's like it was really like traumatizing. And now I just moderation. That's my thing. There's balance. Like I'm not just gonna eat cheeseburgers every day. I'm gonna have a cheeseburger and then I'm gonna have salad. It's called balance. So
How often though? I mean, I know you work out. You probably work out like every day, right?
yeah, I try to work out every day. I mean, I used to be really, really consistent, but like I'm so busy now that it's like sometimes I get off track. But yeah, I mean, I eat what I want, but I'm also blessed with a good metabolism because like I can really eat what I want and I burn it off really quick. But yeah, I think that everybody is different and some people like can't eat what they want because they gain weight and stuff. So it's just like to teach their own, you know. It's like everyone's different, but I just live my truth. Like people don't want you to live your life. Like you say, like, no, you can't do that. It's like, no, I'm not saying you can't do it or can do it. I'm saying this is what I do.
Right.
People get so personal.
I mean, so you said you wanted to get into wellness and what was it, fitness and stuff? And
Yeah, I mean,
is that
on
what your
like
videos
my
are
channel.
about? Yeah.
Oh yeah, like I like came like when I first got popular off Instagram, it's like fitness videos on all the fitness stuff. And then I kind of like went out of the fitness world a little bit, but now I want to get back in this. In
And
the
like,
world.
is it that like teaching people?
Yeah, it's like workout videos, like teaching girls how to work out, form, like telling them what I eat, how to work out. Like I'm also like doing a fitness app with Fit Plan, so they can like download that app and work out with me.
Is that out already?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
I haven't been.
So that's something coming soon.
Yeah.
Is that what I mean, you said you've been more busy. Is that what you've been working on?
I've been working on a lot of fun stuff, but yeah, so I have like a clothing line called Shop Sommer Ray, whatever. It's just like athletic wear, but like stuff I have in the works is, you know, like subscription box are really in right now. So I'm like, you know, gonna have like a bi-monthly subscription box, $39.99, like bi-monthly, and it's gonna be filled with like fitness stuff, beauty stuff, like lifestyle, like a big box of stuff that gets sent to your house. And I'm having a boy box to a girl and boy. So like the boy box will have boy stuff and the girl box will have, it's called Somethings, like SOMMETHINGS, like summer thing, like somethings.
Got it.
So it's like play on words, okay?
Yeah.
It's like Christmas every month.
Every other month.
Every
Because I don't
other
want to
month.
overdo it, you know? But it's like, it's fun. Like I love getting stuff in the mail. Like, and you forget about it and you get like a package. It's like, oh wow. Every month it's different. Like, it's gonna be really fun. Like things that you never would even think to like go buy or like find, and you get sent them. You're like, oh, I can't live without this now. So
Do you have a PO box for fans?
yeah, I actually have one on Sunset in Hollywood, but I never go to it because I used to live like up the street from there. So now I like never go there. I swear that they throw away my email because I'll go in there like I'll get
send
email.
it back, no?
They do something because I'll get emails that I have boxes and stuff,
Yeah.
and then I go in there and pick them up. They're like, oh, you have nothing here. I'm like, really?
I'm pretty sure they send it back because you got to hold on. I'm sure you get a lot of mail, right?
Well, I don't really give out my PO box like that. I mean, I give it to like brands and stuff. I don't just give it to like fans because I don't know what they're gonna
It's not open to
send.
fans.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they want to send.
Yeah. Well, I mean, speaking
Maybe
of
I
fans,
should do it
right?
just for fun.
I'm gonna just assume that you have some pretty crazy stories there, right?
Actually, I don't have too many crazy ones.
That's a
I've-
shock Because every girl we've had on here has had their own story, and especially for you, I would feel like you would have some pretty crazy stalker stories or something like some really weird fan experiences.
Yeah, like weird people sliding into your DMs.
Oh, I probably have some like weird stuff like that, but I think I just don't even think about it. I just like, no, that was weird. Yeah,
And then
I don't know.
over
It's
it.
hard to think. It's hard.
Maybe
yeah,
it
I
happens
don't.
so often. It's just like
Yeah,
whatever.
maybe
to you.
I don't even know what is weird. Like maybe
Yeah.
like some of the stories that girls would say, I'm like, that's not weird. That happens to me every day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
Yeah. Are you or were you living at the Clout House? Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
is that where you're currently at?
no. So that's when I lived in Hollywood. I lived with them. It's so funny because everyone thinks of it as a Clout House. So actually, Brian Rice
Yeah.
is one of my really really good friends. Like when we first kind of started popping off on the internet, we like met up and we've like just really been like really good friends since then. So a few years ago, like a year ago, maybe almost 2 years ago. It's crazy. Time flies. He hit me up and he was like, hey, I'm moving into this house. Like, we're looking for some influencers if you want to come live with us. And I was like, I was already living somewhere at the time, so I just couldn't. But then it was weird because a couple months went by and I actually needed somewhere to live. I didn't even think about it again, but he called me again and asked me. I was like, hell yeah, I actually will. So at the time, it was only him and Ricky Banks.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was me, him, and then that's before like Alyssa like started dating him around that time, but didn't really live there. Would just like stay there all the time, and then she moved in, and then it like kind of formed into a Clout House. But everyone thinks I like moved into the Clout House, and it wasn't
Honestly,
that at all.
I had to look up what that was.
I mean,
I
the
knew
Clout House.
about it because I know
it's like
Brian,
a
but
bunch of oh, you know Brian?
yeah, well, he's
you guys
from
both
Vegas.
from Vegas. Yeah.
So we met up before he moved out there. We didn't hang out a lot, but we played basketball and stuff
Oh,
like that.
fun. Yeah, I love him.
But
He's
yeah, okay. Well, that's good to know. I thought we were just wondering.
So you're like one
Yeah.
of the founding fathers of it, then, in a way.
Yeah, no one really does anything with it anymore, like Clout House. But I mean, the Clout, and now it's just like the Phase House. You know, like Phase.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Phase
Yeah.
kids. Yeah, but yeah, those are like. I love them. They're like family. So I just moved out because I have so much crap that I was like, I don't have enough room for this stuff. So
just
I need my
because,
own house.
well, just because it was tweeted to us a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Did you and Brian ever have a thing?
It's so funny because everyone thinks that, and
Yeah,
I love
why is
Brian,
that?
but you know he needs to do it for the views. He would like kind of make it seem so he would like put in the thumbnail like me and my girlfriend, and then in the description it would be because she's my friend and she's a girl, but no one would catch that, you know, because
Right,
he
right,
wanted
right.
to kind of like clickbait that like we're dating. We've never had a thing. It's like literally he's like a brother to me. Like I've said that so many times in videos.
Okay,
like I'm
well-
like you're a brother to me, but
Yeah.
it's like. I
Okay,
mean,
so you, I mean,
if people want
kept
to
sending
think that,
it,
fine.
yeah.
Like, if
Sure,
I'm like,
yeah.
cool. Like, but no, never. I love it.
Helps with the views.
It helps with the views,
Yeah.
you know. If some
Yeah.
kids want to carry on the rest of their life thinking that we're boyfriend girlfriend, so be it. But yeah, it's
Right.
not true.
How open are you about that part of your life?
Like relationships.
Because in Instagram, I mean, you can show what you want to show, right?
Yeah, my like I always say like things I really really care about, things that are most important to me that I love. I like to keep private because people like to get involved and they like to like kill your happiness. Like
True.
So it's like if they don't know about, they can't mingle with or like try to kill. So
That's a very
I like
mature
to keep
way of
it kind
thinking.
of
Okay.
private.
Right.
Yeah. And you're actually I guess kind of younger. Like you're 22.
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been doing this? Because you guys kind of started pretty early in social media.
Yeah,
right?
like 4 years ago. Like that's like 4 or 5 years ago. Like probably like I don't know, guys. Time flies.
It just flies by.
I'm like, what? I
Yeah.
was like, I started when I was like 17, 18, and now I'm 22. So, but I didn't like really start like getting popular until I was like 18, 19.
You
But
know what made that change?
like, what changed? Like,
What made you pop off?
get
all of a
popular?
sudden? Was it one moment or was it gradual?
I like that's before I moved to LA and stuff, and then I started working with photographers. I got some like really viral content, like the stuff I was posting all went like viral and stuff. And I don't know, I think that people just like liked the naturalness about me and like my booty and everything. Like a lot of girls that were on Instagram, like not doing like the fitness like booty stuff that I was doing, but they're like everyone has fake boobs, fake everything, fake lips, and it's like I'm just like authentically me and like I've always been. And I feel like people can see that, and I think they just liked it. And yeah, I always don't like booty stuff. It sounds so weird, but it's like I work really hard for my booty. Okay, that's like my struggle is like I don't want to be like the booty girl or whatever. But that is just like.
But that's like a guy's pecs in a way.
Yeah, but I can't step away from like what got me popular. I mean, Kim got popular off a sex tape. I got famous off of a booty pic on Instagram. It's fine.
That you worked hard for.
I worked hard for
Come
it,
on.
okay?
Yeah.
I got these gains, okay?
Well, there's no issue with it. I mean,
yeah,
I feel
in
like
my
people are
head, I
past
think that
Right.
it's in my head.
because
It's
you're
like a
connecting
problem.
it to other people, right?
Yeah, like I look at other girls and I'm like, oh, I hope people don't think of me like this.
All right. So if there's a younger, let's say someone, I guess you were 17 when you started, someone like a 17-year-old who wants to follow that path, what would you say to them?
I would say just like stay like my advice is like stay authentic to you. So that really is your goal and you literally love working out and you really like if that's what you love and you're not doing it because you saw someone do it and got popular off of it, but it's because you want to do it. Because when I did it, I didn't see anyone do it and be like, oh, I want to copy that and follow that and do it. I didn't know what it was going to be. I was just doing what I love and posting it on the internet, posting my pictures of working out and stuff, and it turned into this. So it wasn't like I saw someone do it and I was like, I'm going to do that, you know? So it's like, I think the real like pioneers in life are the originators who like create and like try, like do something that you're really passionate about that is new and like original, and that's how you succeed. So
I agree with that totally. Like I think the only way to become as big as you have on Instagram is like you just said,
like be originator, the
yeah,
pioneers.
You did your own thing. You didn't really imitate other people on
See-
the platform. So
See, that's my thing. My whole messaging is like be you, and it's like because I always see girls always like copying everyone, copying me, and it's not anything I just feel bad for them because it's like I just want them to like find themselves and like just embrace who they are, because if you're always going to be copying people, you're always going to change. You're never going to know who you are because that girl that you're obsessing over right now might change next year and you're going to be another girl. It's like be you. Like you can find inspiration. Like obviously what I have done and created, it's not like I'm the only one who can do it. It's just like put your own twist on it, do different things. Like don't copy. Like you can find inspiration, but it's different, you know?
When you say people copying you, what exactly what can you like specify on? Like what trait are they specifically
well,
copying
what
you
is
on?
this thing? And it's not really copying or whatever, but you know, like I was one of the first like girls on the internet who posted pictures of her body on Instagram, you know? And I like there was other girls doing it, like booty pics and stuff, but like I took it to the next level, okay? And I like started posting like booty videos, like bouncing around my butt and stuff. And like no one did videos, and then I did. So it's like you go to any girl's video page that's trying to be a booty model, they have like the pictures, the videos and stuff. And the thing is, it's hard to get like really popular off doing that now because it's oversaturated. Like everyone's trying to do it. So I was like one of the first. So it's like that, but it's not really copying. It's like everyone copies everyone. That's the thing of life. It's like
you have to learn it from somewhere.
You
right?
have to, yeah.
To a
so
certain
it's like
degree.
it's not like they're copying me. It's just I know where they're finding their inspiration.
But you
And
started
it's
off,
nothing
like
bad
you
with
said,
that.
and I find it interesting. You started off, you said bodybuilding, right? So, and your dad was your coach. I'm assuming he's jacked.
Oh yeah, he's huge.
So-
He's a bodybuilder.
Is that because you grew up on a ranch, you said?
I mean, I grew up on a ranch, but before I was even born, he was like a bodybuilder. That's like what he did. And then he got married, and then he kind of got out of it. But my mom and him got divorced, and then he started bodybuilding again. But yeah, I've worked out my whole life. We had a gym in the basement in my house growing up. I was a daddy's girl. I was always with him, always working out. Yeah, so working out is just in my blood. It's like what I love. So it's like if girls want that to be their lifestyle, then live it. And if you come successful off of it, that's amazing.
And your method is work out so that you can still eat. Not starve and work out.
Yeah. You have to. I just work out. I eat what I want. Moderation, balance, and yeah, a lot of girls like they think like not eating is gonna get so many people always are like, oh, I'm trying to lose weight, I'm not gonna eat. People don't understand that when you don't eat, your body, we're machines. Like our bodies are like brilliant. Like we're always in like trying to live. Like that's our body's purpose, you know.
Yep.
So when you starve yourself and then you eat, your body will like store it as fat,
the fat,
because starvation mode. So you're not ever going to eat. These girls who are starving themselves for like 5 days, then they're just going to go and eat a ton because you're starving, and then your body's going to store it as fat. So my advice: 5 small meals a day. Like
Are you still
metabolism.
so that does work for you then?
Yeah, it
Because-
doesn't work for everyone. Some
Right.
things work for other people, but that's like what works for me.
Yeah.
I don't think starving works for anyone. Yeah, you're going to lose weight, but
Right.
it's not the right type of weight you
Or
want.
healthy kind.
Well,
And it's not healthy.
It's more.
That's the bottom line.
Then how do you feel about like intermittent fasting?
I think innovative fasting.
Fasting.
No, like it is good if you really intermediate. Like, that's what that's called, right?
Yeah, close enough.
I get it.
What is it again?
It probably is.
I can't say it now. Yeah.
Intermediate fasting,
Yeah.
whatever. It's good if you really have a good schedule and you know exactly what you're doing. A lot of people are doing it and they think that they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you have no idea. Like, it's all times and like a certain amount of time not to eat. They just hear someone's times. They're like, oh, I'm going to do that too.
Right.
I'm like, hey, but that's not matching your lifestyle. Like, you have to like plan it out for you, like in the times and everything. So you have to actually like be knowledgeable about it before you do it. So many fads like, oh, I'm gonna do that. So and so's doing it. It's like, okay, but you have to like sculpt it to your day, not their day.
I've always found like those diets. I mean, the fads, they work, right, to a certain degree. I think if you do it, the problem is for a lot of people, they don't necessarily have your mindset of having to. How would you say that you created this to be your lifestyle? Because that seems to be the key, right? Because you want to work out. A lot of people don't want to work out.
See, that's the thing. I make it a lifestyle. You know, some people, they're like, I'm going to go to the gym, and that's like a thing that I'm going to dread, and I'm just going to do it because I have to do it. Like, I have to go to the gym. Me, I'm like, I'm going to go to the gym. It's a part of my life. It's a part of my day. I'm excited to go. Like, me and my mom have always made going to the gym, like, the highlight of our day, like, the fun part. Like, we didn't go to the gym and just like, oh, I got to go to the gym, got to hard work. Me and mom hang out there for hours. We have millions of friends. We're, like, having the best time. Like, I think it's just all in, like how it
Is it
means
just
to
mindset?
me. It's
right.
I mean, I think everyone has, like, if you've ever, like, your past experiences, like, if you're going to go to Disneyland, you're going to have the worst time ever. You're not going to always think back and be like, oh, my God, I love Disneyland. Like, I think back and think of all the great times I've had working out, and I'm like, oh, my God, I love working out. So it's like you have to make it fun. The moment you make it a job, it's a job. Right. So I've never made working out a job. It's just a fun
I'm sure,
time.
but I'm sure there has to be some days where you're just like, I don't want to.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Sometimes I'm like, F this shit.
And do you go?
No.
Okay, well, I mean, that's normal though, right?
I mean, I don't work out every single day. Like, obviously, I'm not like some crazy person. But yeah, sometimes I have days. Sometimes I have days where I'm even like a bad mood and I'm down on myself. Like, with things like that people don't understand is like everyone's human. I have days where I wake up and I feel disgusting and fat and I'm like, ew, at myself. You know, I look in the mirror, I'm like, disgusting. So as girls, we just like have this like, and every girl's the same. Like, it doesn't matter, like, girls that think girls like are the most beautiful girl in the world. Trust me, they wake up and they hate themselves some days too. It's just like life as a girl and as humans, like, you know. So yeah, I have days where I'm very unmotivated and I think my body sucks and I want to not get out of bed all day. So it's life. But I fight through it. Like, how I find my motivation is like, I don't look for motivation like, oh, I want to get in shape for this pool party. Oh, I want to get in shape because I'm going on vacation. Like, because right when that is over, you're going to forget about working out and you don't care about working out anymore. You have to do it for like a real reason that's not going to go away, you know?
And it seems like so you know the whole thing with like nature versus nurture, where like this is how you naturally are, this is how you're raised. It seems like a lot of things that are very positive about you is because of your how you were raised, and your upbringing, and a lot of things that you credit. So, you know, being with your dad, he was constantly working out, so you saw that work ethic. You know, that was built into you, and just the positivity in your mindset and how you view things optimistically. It's almost like all of that together has built up a lot of your brand. So you went from like OG IG model into becoming kind of like a role model now, and you're turning that into that aspect. So I'm just curious as to like, what is your future? Because we're discussing a lot about your past right now, but like, what are the future steps for you?
Future, I just want to like, I feel like in the world today, like, there's no like really, really amazing like role models or anyone that little girls can look up to that are all natural, just embrace themselves, have their big bushy eyebrows, natural everything, and never gotten like any surgeries done or anything. And like, no offense to people who do get surgeries, but I think that there should be someone in the world for girls to look up to and be like, that's my role model, you know? And there's just no one in the world right now really like that. So I want to be that role model for girls. I want to teach them to love their natural selves, and they don't have to change anything to be like perfect or fit into society, because how boring would it be a world that we all look the same? Because with surgeries, people start looking the same. It's not fun anymore. Like, surgery is also unhealthy, like very dangerous to go under the knife just for your looks and stuff. So it's like, I want to teach girls that there is no standard of beauty. You're beautiful because that's how you look, and you're beautiful the way you are. And like, I understand when girls like are born and they have like really big noses and they don't feel confident, they really need to get that. But people take it a little overboard and they have already beautiful features and then they ruin them, you know? And now it's like, oh, well, you were so beautiful before. Why'd you do that to yourself? So I want to be like a really good role model for girls, and I just want to be like a mogul, you know? Like, you know those people that are like so big and you're like, how are they in this movie? How are they made it? And it's just like, they're just like a name that like they can do what they want. I just want to be able to do whatever I want. So
that's a good goal. Just do whatever. Do whatever you want.
I just do a thing called what I want.
Yeah.
I want to do that big, so I can just do it. And people are like, how'd she do it? I don't know. Like, you know, it's like you don't know like why they're so big. They just are. So.
Right.
What are you not doing right now that you wish you could do in the future?
Well, you mentioned like movies. You just mentioned like,
I
would
mean,
you
the thing
want to be
is,
in them?
I would probably want to be. I've never gone to an acting coach or never done anything. So it's like, I think if I give it a shot, I might love it. But it's one of those things, I like to do things I love. So if I did it and I hated it, I just wouldn't pursue it because it's not something I love. But if I did it and I loved it and I want to pursue it, because I don't ever want to do anything that feels like work and it's not fun. Like, I think everything should be fun and like do stuff. There's so many things you can do in the world. Do something you love, you know? So.
Okay.
Life is short. Do what you love.
Life is really short. Do what you love.
Like she said, eat.
Yeah,
and
I
then
eat
work
food
out.
because I love food.
What's your favorite food?
It was In-N-Out for so long before I lived here, but now I'm like, I haven't
Before
eaten.
you lived
I've
here?
when I lived in Colorado, because there's no In-N-Out.
Oh.
But I literally have eaten it so many times. Don't get me wrong, guys. I love me some In-N-Out. But, you know, Chick-fil-A is kind of like my day one A1 for life.
You're talking to this, I mean,
Yeah.
he went to their headquarters. He's such a fan.
Dude, I will go there.
I
will hang out there all day.
I got to meet Dan Cathy and
Oh,
all those people. Like, it was amazing.
It's amazing. And I like I'm religious and like I love God, so it's like I love what they stand for and stuff. It's just a really amazing company, so love them guys. And I love their Chick-fil-A sauce. Do you love that?
I am a fan of the Texas Pete hot sauce and
It's a commercial.
Texas
and
Pete?
the honey mustard. Those
Honey
are my two favorite sauces of all time.
So good.
But
Chick-fil-A.
you posted about like, it was in an interview as well where you said you will go to Chick-fil-A and do that kind of stuff and go there and just eat or whatever. Do you get any like pushback from that?
Oh, like
I mean, you know,
people
there's
being
a
like,
stigma of like, Chick-fil-A supporters don't support gay people.
Oh, I don't.
I mean, he's gotten pushback for his love for Chick-fil-A.
you know what? I think this is my approach. We don't know the people who created this microphone company. They could be supporting terrorism. They could be supporting animal cruelty. We don't know these things. And you know, when I go to Chick-fil-A, I go to the one in Hollywood. I see the gay community eating there too.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna eat here too because they have good service and their sauces are good. Their sandwiches are good. And
Well, the thing is, if you're receiving that kind of pushback and you have, you know, almost 22 million followers, and I'm assuming you're gonna see even more of a pushback.
Yeah, I've never really seen. And the thing with that is weird because I've gone to Chick-fil-A countless times and had gay people like working for me, like working there. So I'm like, where is this info coming from? Like, where are the real facts that Chick-fil-A doesn't support gay people? Like, I need to see those real facts because. Then they need to go and fire all the gay people working for them. So I've seen. So I don't know. I don't believe stuff that the media. Like, I need to see real facts coming from. So I don't believe that. So if people said that, I'd be like, "Where's your proof?"
Well, that's good. I mean, you're like you said, and you want to be genuine, right? So how do you feel about like censoring yourself when it comes to like, you know, the whole cancel culture thing, right? Like being yourself. How much do you worry about what you're saying is being offensive to someone, or you know, you might want to hold back because you don't want to get canceled?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I don't talk politics and I don't talk any of that kind of stuff. So, I mean, if people are just offended with me just being my
Then you don't care.
bubbly self or like who I am as a person, I don't care. I don't like
great.
to talk politics. I don't want to get into that because everyone has their own opinion. You're never going to be able to please everybody. I care about my opinion. It's my secret thoughts and no one needs to know about it except my family.
You're very wise.
For your age,
Thanks.
For your age, yeah. I have to say, like,
Yeah.
your answers and the way you approach different things.
Thank you guys.
You're very wise.
I have an old soul. 80s music is my favorite music. All I listen to is probably why.
That's probably why.
And that's probably why, guys.
Are most people who talk to you that are a lot older than you, are they kind of surprised at how you carry yourself?
It's funny because my only friend, because I dropped out of high school when I was 14, freshman year I dropped out of high school, and I was homeschooled before that and stuff. So my mom is like my bestest friend in the world. Like she is like my best friend. Like I haven't really ever had like a friend my age that's really like I've had friends and then they're not my friends anymore. And like I've never had like a best friend that's my age. My mom is my best friend, and when I dropped out, she was in cosmetology school, like to do like esthetician. So I was in school, like before I dropped out, I wasn't ever at school. Like I just would never go. I'd go to school with my mom, and every single friend was her friend, my friend. Like I was best friend. Like all my friends have always been older. My best friend other than my mom is 35. So I always have gotten along with older women. I don't know why. I never can relate to girls my age. They always want to do things I don't want to do. They talk about things. I'm like, ugh. And then older women, I can relate to them. We're best friends. Like I feel like they don't even think, because when I was like 17, I met my best friend, and she's 10 years older than me. And she's sometimes like think like, wow, you're only 7. Like it would like mind blow her. Like how are you this young? Because you're more mature than most of my friends that are my age. So I think some people are just old souls.
Right.
That's me. I don't want to look back though. I'm like in my 40s. I'm like, fuck, I wish I would have lived my life.
Now you're 60.
Because I don't do anything fun. Like I'm really a homebody. I don't like to go to the club. Like I'm like, I don't want to regret not having fun. But to me, it's not fun. Like, you know what I'm having fun is like when I'm home with my dogs, going to dinner. Guys, I just spit everywhere.
Don't worry. We'll cut to another angle.
No, you can keep that in.
Yeah, we'll highlight it and we'll zoom in on that. So
guys, I have a lot of saliva. So yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good. You talk really quickly.
On that note,
That's an old person trait.
Yeah, no, that is it. Guys, you guys are probably like, let's never have Sommer on this podcast again. She doesn't let us go.
You're welcome back every time. It's very entertaining.
She's spitting on the mic. She's,
I know. Don't worry, we wipe it down. With that being said, we'll take a quick shishi break, and we'll be right back. And we're back. Welcome back.
Wow, what a
Okay.
nice break.
What's up?
I have a question. Can I go right in?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is that okay?
Go ahead.
Is that okay? So I have a question here. So you make a lot of references to scripture, and you mentioned that you're Christian. Did you grow up in a Christian household?
Yeah,
or
I
did
don't
you-
really like now like even give myself like, I don't like say I'm Christian or anything just because I feel like Christians have like a bad rap. Sometimes they're like really judgmental. Like some people think of it and it's like this stigma about it. Like I just say I have a relationship with my Lord and I love Jesus and I have my own walk with him and that's what it is.
See, but don't you think that's kind of sad that you have to say that though? Like that you have to be afraid?
Right. Well, it's not even that I'm afraid. I don't care.
okay,
I would say
then-
I'm Christian.
Uh-huh.
But I think that I've come across a lot of Christians that are very judgmental that make me don't want to
Right.
even be associated with them. Because
Similar
if that's,
to the IG models.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Well, because the thing, I am Christian, like if we were going to say a religion, but I just feel like there's so many judgmental Christians and they do like the trying to like make you feel like a horrible person. Like we're all sinners and we're all like, we can't be perfect. That's why we have Jesus, you know? So I feel like some people try to like say things, it's just like not good.
And
like,
they make
that's not.
it's because they make their own agenda with they're
And they
skewing
use
their words in their own
and
way.
they use the scripture to like make you, and it's just not cool. And like if you love God is loving and all this good stuff.
Yeah, because
so.
the true message of Christianity is to love one another. It's not.
Yeah, they're like hypocrites. So
not
it's like
to hate,
They
but
don't.
it's-
They're like hating and also we're not supposed to judge other people, and they're literally judging every single thing and saying that you're going to hell if you're not. That's not me, and that's not like what I preach. So that's
Did you grow up in it, or was it something you discovered later on in life, or through a friend?
I grew
or-
up with it, yeah.
Okay,
but
cool.
I'm not one of those people like, oh, just because I grew up in it is what I believe. Like I've done my own research and my own stuff.
course.
I'm not just gonna believe and do what my parents did. Like I do it for myself. So yeah, I love Jesus, and that's just my truth. So.
How long have you, when did you move out here?
3 years ago now. Yeah, I would actually come out here for a month, like get an Airbnb, and then go home for a month because I just didn't really want to live fully out here because like I just heard crazy stories about the people out here and like even just being out here for a month, it's just like hard to know who's real and who's true and who's like, you know, I just don't want to get wrapped up in the wrong things. But now I live here, and I think like I'm just morally very straight, so I don't get caught up in the wrong things.
So have you, now that you're out here, have you found a friend who's more your age, I guess? You know, because you said you didn't really have that.
I'm like thinking. I'm like, I guess so. Yeah, I don't know. I have friends. Well, yeah, actually, I do. I have one of my really, really, really good friends. Her name is Naz, and like she's actually gonna be I'm hiring her to be my assistant actually because she's like one of the few people I can trust. She's like amazing, and I always has had my back. You know, like I'll meet friends, I'll have friends, and like I just feel like they don't want to really be my friend. Like I'm like if you're my friend, like I think that you're like my sister. Like we're friends. Like I want to be besties. Like I want to tell each other everything. I want to be so close. Like girls don't want to be like that with me. Like they have their other friend and then they don't invite me and they don't want to really be friends. I'm like they want to be friends, but they don't want to be friends. So that's why I'm not friends with like other like influencer girls or anything a lot. I'm just like friends with like girls who are like normal because they actually want to be my friend. Like I don't like fake shit. Like I'm not gonna be friends with you on the internet and then not friends outside the internet. You know, I want to actually be friends.
Right.
So.
Oh, interesting. It sounds like. I mean, it seemed. The reason I ask is because it does seem like you have this mindset of someone who is from like a small town or something. And you said you grew up on a ranch in Colorado.
Yeah, it's actually a really small town in Colorado called Larkspur. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was just curious as how long you've been here because, I mean, I grew up in a small town in Hawaii. And when I moved here, I found probably the same things. I was like kind of shocked and not prepared for the people that live here. Not saying that all the people here are like that, but there is a lot of, I don't know how to describe it, just manipulation, I guess.
Yeah, and the thing, if you think about it, everyone here has a reason to be here and they are trying to be
Right.
successful. So some
And you're a
people's
target.
and people's tactics to getting famous or getting to where their success is like stepping on people to get there, you know? And if you're not that type of person, you can get stepped on very easily.
Exactly.
So you just have to kind of be mindful of those type of people. And not everyone's like that.
No,
like,
not at all.
There are people who love people and want to, because you can get successful and you can collab with people and you can do things in a loving way and uplift each other, not, hey, I'm going to step on you to get to where I'm going. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's more people are very insecure in themselves that they don't feel that's possible. Because it's like, oh, this relationship couldn't be authentic because I can't fathom having one like that.
Right.
So they're so used to just taking advantage of others because they're afraid of being taken advantage of themselves.
Yeah.
But do you find that that's one of the reasons why you're more of a homebody as well?
Yeah, I don't know. Everyone just wants to go out in LA, like to the clubs. I'm like, ew, there's nothing worse in life than standing at this dirty couch with a bunch of girls spilling drinks on me to get on this couch. I'm like, cool, take my spot, stop stepping on my toes, have it, I'm leaving. Like, why do we have to stand on this couch anyways? Why do we have to stand around this couch? Can we like go out like somewhere else, like more room? Like, can we get these couches out of here and like, because my mom tells me stories about like when she was like younger, my age, it was like a dance floor and people were having fun. Now it's like ratchet music and we're on a couch and there's drinks being spilled on me and like people are stepping on my toes trying to get on this couch, like because drunk girls trying to get like on the couch sometimes. I'm like, and I'm not like a crazy partier. I'm just kind of chilling there. So I'm like, I don't want to be here. But if it was like a dance floor and we had a room and we could actually like drink and have fun and like dance or something, it'd be a lot more fun. I just don't really like the couches and the vibe. Like, I mean, I have to be really drunk to go to the club.
You kind of sound like Ryan a little bit,
Yeah.
right? I mean, you can see in his eyes. It's like
I was like,
you sound
yes,
like me.
I'm so pleasantly surprised right now.
I don't like those couches either.
But minus the
couches.
dancing part, you would actually dance.
Well, if I'm drunk enough.
I'm
If
not a
you're drunk-
dancer.
When I'm sober, hell no. I'm gonna be like,
Oh, okay. I've seen.
if I'm drunk, I'm like, I don't care, because like all cares got the world. Like I'm friends with everyone. Like it's probably a little intense. Like when I'm drunk, I go up to every single person. I'm like, hi, my name's Summer, and I give them a hug. Like I wake up the next day and I like hope to God like that was a dream, because it's like I'm overly friendly where it's like, oh my God, why did I do that? But I mean, I can't be. That's just my inner self is very friendly, and I want to be friends with everyone, so it comes out. And then I'm like, but you have to be careful because people are mean.
No, they'll take that in a completely different way.
Yeah. Oh, guys probably do take it a different way.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm friends. No, we're friends. No, I don't
Or even
know.
girls too, because they're like, oh, why is she so friendly? What does she want? You know?
Yeah.
It's just a different, which is why I was saying it's a little different here.
Yeah,
That's all I
it's
was
different.
wondering. Yeah.
It's different here. No, for sure. Like everyone's on like the lookout for like everything. So even if someone's not even being like that, you could think every little movement that they're doing, it could be like that because we're on the lookout for someone to like fuck us over or something. So yeah, it's a real weird place. In Vegas, do you guys go out a lot?
Yeah.
No, we
So
don't.
many clubs.
All the
No, we don't go. I mean, one of the reasons I moved to Vegas, I lived here for like a year and a half, and then I just wasn't a fan, so I moved back to. Well, Vegas is close enough to LA where like
Yeah.
it's like an hour flight, and
Yeah, it's an hour flight, 4-hour
and it's
drive.
surprisingly it's super chill. It's not the Strip, if that's what you're thinking.
Yeah. People, it's just like anything. People think like, oh, Vegas. I think that you're on the Strip every day, walking around with one of those big, like,
Fat
those
Tuesdays.
drinks. What about those big drinks you can buy with the
Big
big straws?
icy looking
yeah,
things, yeah.
ices. You're just like walking around. I'm like,
That's
So-
Vegas. Yeah,
but no, you probably just have like a little suburban house, like chilling. Yeah.
far from the Strip. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in my head goes to the Strip. I think you guys are just like getting loose.
I didn't even know people go clubbing here.
No, yeah. And my friend, her name's Soph, another really good friend I have out here. She's like a clothing designer, and she like has these clothes, like she writes on jackets, like paints on jackets, and she has this one that says bottle service killed Los Angeles, and it's so true. Like bottle service.
Killed Los Angeles. Oh, you mean the like the couches and stuff? That's what you're talking
Yeah,
about,
the
right?
couches and the
Yeah. What
bottle
status,
service
right?
because back in the day, like my mom would tell me, there's no bottle service. There's a VIP room and then there's bars. You just go buy your own stuff. But the bottle service comes in, you need a couch and a table for the bottle service, and that's how you get alcohol and stuff. I mean, there's still bar, but it's a whole different vibe now. So I should have been born in a different time.
Maybe.
I always say I wish I was a teenager with my mom. That sounds weird, right? Because like I couldn't be
Well, I
born,
mean,
obviously.
not if you see her as your best friend.
Yeah,
like,
I wish we were both
yeah.
the same age in the 80s. We would tear shit up. Just
Does she
saying.
have the same kind of energy as you?
Oh, yeah. I mean, she's a little bit more laid back. I'm a little bit more crazy, but no, she's like she's
about
the
your dad?
funnest, coolest mom. And me and my dad are so alike. Like, he's actually a lot like me. He's a lot high energy, and he's kind of crazy. That's me, so.
I think that's why you guys. I think you naturally have a lot of energy, and I think that also aids your workout schedule.
Yeah, I'm
I feel
good.
like that's why you love doing it because you have to exert. Like,
Yeah, oh,
what would happen if
when
you just
I don't
chilled?
work out,
like,
if I don't work
yeah,
out,
you just explode.
I have the anger issues.
Oh, really?
Dude, I really am. Like I'm very short fused sometimes, and when I'm not working out, I'm like I just freak out. But then I'm like fine 2 seconds later, and I forget that I even freaked out. Everyone's like acting like I did something. I'm like, what?
That's why I think that's why you are the way you are. I think you have so much energy, and you said your metabolism is high. You just have so much energy. You have to do something with
I
it.
have to.
If
I'm
not,
very
you're gonna
active.
explode.
I like
yeah.
to do stuff.
Uh-huh.
So
Speaking of exerting energy, I saw one of your recent videos. Sorry,
That was a nice segue. What?
I saw one of your recent YouTube videos that you were in the Challenger games that the Paul brothers put on.
I don't know if I have to hear about this one more time. Just kidding.
And you're super athletic. I saw you running
guys,
on that
I
track.
was pissed off about this because the girl who won has a scholarship in track. You can't be here. That's
Yeah.
like playing like tag football, whatever, with LeBron. I don't know. Does he play football? Fuck, I'm so bad at
Does he play
sport.
No.
He doesn't know either.
Basketball.
Oh, basketball.
Basketball.
That's like playing a game of like basketball, like pickup out with LeBron James. Like that's not fair.
Yeah.
Like if you have a scholarship for track, don't go.
Wait, who was
this
the
is
girl?
a charity. I don't.
So you got second place then, or?
Well, okay, so the gun went off. I've said this so many times. People are going to be like, what the hell, Summer? We get it. So everyone's like, I thought like they said, I've never run track before. I did it like before I dropped out. I like did a few practices, but I never like, I dropped out of school. So like I didn't even like finish track or whatever. But I guess they're not supposed to say 2, 3, 1 or 1, 2, 3 and just a gunshot. But I thought they were gonna say like 1, 2, 3 or something. And then the gunshot went off and everyone went. And then I was like, and then I went. So if you like watch the clip, I don't go right away. So and the start is everything. So if you don't go when and the other girl who won, she's like a track person, so she did the blocks and everything. I don't know how to use a block, so it just wasn't fair. I probably could have won if that girl wasn't in it. Like you're not supposed to be here. And then and then if I had a good start because I caught up with everyone except her because she's like really fast. She's
So you
like
were second.
tracker. Third because I really had a bad start. If you watch it, I literally go like 4 or 5. Like it's a lot. It's a lot when you're like on a race. Like seconds or like minutes.
That's kind of similar with the guys too, because Toby was second, but the guy who got first, he's like an actual sprinter or an athlete or something like that.
They should have no like. This is charity. We're having fun. Like, I'm sorry.
Are you competitive?
Yeah, you seem very competitive.
Guys,
I was just gonna say, yeah.
bad. Like I'm very, but I think that's why I can be sick. Like I'm just a go getter, and like if I put my mind to something, and if I want something, I work hard for it. And I think that's just.
But even if she has a scholarship in track, if she's an entertainer, she should still be allowed to compete. in those things.
It's fine. It's fine.
Well, she was a YouTuber. I'm assuming she had to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or like some kind of influencer.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah.
as
She's
well.
some type of
Like an Olympian influencer.
Like if the
Yeah.
Ship Sims like did
Yeah,
a charity
wouldn't
for
be fair.
skating.
Yeah.
That
I
wouldn't be
mean,
fair.
whatever, guys.
Yeah.
More love.
know
love
what?
and
I
power
can, we
to
can
her.
tell you care about it. So that's
Guys,
why
I'm
it's
passionate about everything. I'm just a passionate
fitness.
person.
Yeah.
You won.
And what?
You won.
Thanks. I did in my head. No, but the thing is, I have not run in so long. I didn't. I was camping like the whole week, but I came home early from my camping trip in Colorado to do it. So it's like it's whatever. I'm just too competitive. I'm
Right.
too hard on myself. So I'm like, huh. But it's like fine. Yeah. I mean, scholarship and all. She can compete. It's fine, guys. I'm
other.
just saying,
What
it's a
are your
charity.
other hobbies?
I mean, I like to paint. Like I was
Yeah.
telling you guys, I have paint all over my arms. I like to eat. That's like a hobby I like to say that's like a good one. Like that could be a hobby.
Yeah, why
No?
not?
Would you ever do competitive eating?
Maybe I should.
You have the metabolism for it.
Yeah.
And you work out enough, so.
I think that's my next move.
Yo.
Wait, is that a thing?
It is.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, there's actually YouTubers, this guy Matt Stoney, who eats like ridiculous amounts of food
Yeah.
in like certain amounts of time. And it's just like it's so impressive.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't want to stretch out my stomach. you
No,
know?
he's mad skinny too.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
so weird. He has
shit.
like the sharpest jawline ever too.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe I need to go against him. I'm kidding.
Okay, so eating and what was it? Sorry.
Oh, painting.
Painting, eating, camping.
Yeah, I like to be out in nature. I mean, I grew up riding horses and stuff, so I mean, I haven't ridden in a while, but that's like riding a bike. Like, I always know how to ride a horse. That's like my foundation of life, you know.
Do you go back a lot?
I was just back like around the time of the Challenger Games or whatever. I was in Colorado, and then I came back early for it. And yeah, so that's the first time I've been home in like a year, so I don't really go back too often. I just feel like when I go home, I'm like, I like see my family and everything is like great when I'm seeing them, and then I see them all, and then I'm like, why am I here? There's just nothing to do. Like I need to go, and then I almost get depressed because I'm like, there's so much stuff that I should be doing like for work and stuff. So
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So similar to what I do.
Yeah, you guys have
when I
very
was
similar
tuning.
backgrounds. Yeah.
Probably when I was at that age too. That's like
riding horses?
not riding horses, but going home to a small town where it's literally nothing. There's nothing to do.
Yeah, there's no,
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing to do. They don't live in the small town like Larkspur anymore, but it's a suburb like of Denver, and like they live in the outskirts of Denver, and it's pretty. It's just not the same as here. It's not fast paced. Like it's not like stuff to do. Like it's just kind of like, yeah, okay. Like I just like to do. I'm like a go type person. So
You're
So
a go getter, but you're also a homebody.
yeah, like but there's a lot of things I can do at home. Like I have a gym at my house, and I have a paint studio, so I don't really have to go anywhere.
Right. Everything you need.
Everything I need.
Yeah, actually, maybe you want to talk about kind of like because you showed us earlier some paintings that you did. You did shoes and stuff.
Yeah, like okay, so I have some like male merch that I like sell, but like they're just like blank canvases, like just white. So I've been painting them, and I don't really want to like sell them and stuff because like how do I put a price on that anyways? Because like I don't want to put it too low because it's like this is my hard work, and I don't want to put it too high and people be like, really, bitch, like we're gonna pay that for that, like come on. So I want people kind of just if they want them to decide what they would like to pay. So I don't know any other like auctioning like bidding site, only eBay. So I put them on eBay. Yeah, so I have like 3 of them on there. I like to do like some crazy stuff. I don't even know if it's stuff like people would like to wear, but like whatever. Whoever buys it, I'm gonna like I have to personally ship it out for them and stuff. So I'm gonna go take a video of me shipping it out. I'm gonna put a little note. I'm gonna sign it and stuff. So it's like pretty personal, you know.
Super personal.
Yeah.
I painted that with my bare hands, sweat and tears, guys, blood too.
Oh, was that you used blood for paint?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All the
okay,
red
okay.
stuff is my blood, guys. It's my blood.
Personal touch.
So as an influencer with 22 million followers on Instagram, do you to generate revenue for yourself? Do you do a lot of brand deals, or do you go out and model professionally? I know you have a fitness app as well. Like, where do you kind of generate your revenue from being an influencer?
Yeah, my goal, like, I'm not really focused on like really working for like a ton of other brands. Like I'm really focused on like building my own IP and like Because, like, a lot of people don't think about, like, say, like, Instagram's gone tomorrow, or they, like, do something with the algorithm, it's hard to grow. You know, that's not ours. Like, we're putting everything into this platform that we don't own. Like, at the end of the day, I don't own those followers and stuff. So if they took it away, like, they have the power to do that. So I'm just trying to build my own IP and, like, my own, like, businesses and stuff outside of Instagram. So that's kind of what I'm focusing on, is, like, building my own stuff. So.
Like the clothing brand and all.
Yeah,
that
my
stuff,
clothing brand, and then the subscription
Subscription
box,
box.
and then I'm
That's really
making an
smart.
oil. I love argan oil, so I'm doing like an argan oil.
Wow.
I think I'm gonna call it Sommer Moroccan, so Moroccan, like Summer Moroccan, like because of Moroccan oil.
Wait, what is this?
Like Moroccan
for
oil, like
hair.
argan oil. I put on my skin, hair. Now it's like an oil.
Oh, okay. Just oil.
Yeah. And then I'm doing another like brand, fashion brand, but I'm not calling like because my one brand is like called Sommer Ray, like it's a fitness line. But I'm doing another fashion one, but I'm not gonna like name it my name, and I don't want even people to know that it's mine, because then like some girls aren't gonna support my brand because it's like, oh, I don't like Summer, you know, and it's more like a personal, like I like the clothes, but I don't like her. So then I'm gonna make another line that has nothing to do with me, and then they'll wear the clothes because it's cute clothes,
Right.
and that's all it is.
You don't need to be a fan to.
Yeah, it's not a fan. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not even going to say it's mine, you know? So, yeah, I'm just, like, focused. And I'm actually doing, PSD, like, the underwear brand, like the one I'm wearing right now, the boy briefs. I'm doing a collab with them, and I'm going to do my own underwear with them, which will be fun. And then I'm doing, like, you have energy drink, like, Ninja. But I like, there's a company called Ray's. It's weird because like my last name is Ray, and then it's like RAZE. They hit me up and I'm like making my own flavor with them. I think I want to do it like sunshine, like it tastes like sunshine, like my own energy drink. And I think it would be not like you have like your own brand of energy drink. I'm just gonna like partner with them and make my own flavor type thing. Because I don't want to like run my own company like that with energy drinks. It's a lot of work.
It is.
She's
Yeah.
out of
I'm
breath
good.
just thinking
Guys,
about it.
I have a lot going
Well,
on.
that is
That's
crazy.
A lot.
You are doing a lot of things. I mean, I know you have a lot of energy, and I can tell. But I mean, like, how do you balance all of that? Because I mean, that's a lot of things. Unless, do you have help?
I mean, I have a business partner, and I'm going to have an assistant, like my friend that I was talking about. But yeah, I just kind of handle like creative and like my decisions, obviously, because that's my brand. But then he kind of handles more of like the business aspect of it when it comes down to like being my like you know, like the bad guy, like saying like, nope, Summer can't do that because I can't be and be like closing my own deal. Like I'm the nice one. Like I'm like, no, like, that's amazing. And he's like, no, she needs more, you know, type thing. So he's my he's the bad guy. And then there's me just being sweet.
Smart.
And then also I have my own podcast called Oh Honey. It's pretty fun.
Yeah,
Good
I like
time.
your little tagline. We were singing it earlier. It just gets stuck in your head.
That's with Amanda Cerny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Amanda, me and her have a podcast. Good times.
She was on Vine first, right? You weren't on Vine.
No, yeah.
You never did Vine.
No, I know. I did have Vine. Like, you know, when Vine's been like around, like when I was in high school and stuff. So with my friends, I would do like these little Vines, but I was never like famous or popular. I
Right.
didn't get famous off Vine.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember the timeline of when
I
Vine
know,
was
isn't it
big
weird?
versus like Instagram, because Instagram was first, right?
I think that
But
they
you
were
got
both.
on
I
it
think
later.
like people got famous off. Were getting famous off Vine before like Instagram,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I think Amanda. I don't really know the timeline. She's older than me. She's 28, 29. So, and she's been doing this for a while. So I think that, I don't know, it's just like, it was like Vine, maybe then Instagram, or Instagram was still around when they were doing Vine, I was doing Instagram. I don't know, guys.
I think Instagram was like it was for a long time, and then Vine like popped off really
Yeah.
hard, and then Instagram kind of adapted towards that.
Isn't it weird? Like, I feel like it all happened so fast. And it's like, I'm always curious on like where it's going to go.
Yep.
Like, are there just always going to be like, what are the influencers going to turn into? Are they just going to be influencers? Like, what's the difference between like a modern day celebrity and an influencer? Like, what's going to happen with it? So it's so new, and it's like I feel like everyone's an influencer nowadays. Like they talk about influencers. It's like this girl like has 100K. Like this, I'm like, oh, so everyone's influencers.
Yeah,
my
pretty
mom's
much.
an influencer. My sister's an influencer. My dad could probably be an influencer.
Technically, I mean, it's just a matter of how big they are, right?
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
but
my
everybody's an
mom has
influencer.
almost a mil.
Wow.
Well, she has like six,
Well, then
like
she's
700K.
definitely an
Yeah, she's
Oh, my mom's killing
Yeah,
the
if she's
influencer
creating
space.
content, right? Like,
Yeah, she influences 1 million people.
yeah,
Yeah,
that follow her.
yeah. If she's
influencing.
creating stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
They're
looks,
influencing.
so looks like we got some Twitter questions here for you. Got one here from Never Noble. Opinions or thoughts on the paranormal? Ghost? Do you believe in ghosts?
Oh, paranormal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe in, like, if you believe in, like, God, you believe in the devil. So I believe that there's demonic beings in the world. You know, I believe that.
So have you had any experiences though? Personal?
I actually have my old house I grew up in Larkspur, and it was built on a Indian burial ground.
Oh my gosh.
So I actually collected. I had a whole tub of like arrowheads. You know, like the Indians like make them. So yeah, I found them all over the place. Like obviously, it was an Indian
took
burial
them?
ground. Yeah, I don't know where they are today. They're so cool. I used to collect them. It's like my thing. But yeah, so up. And I just have a lot of stories. I don't know if you guys like want to hear them, but like I've had.
This is pretty interesting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just tell one.
Go ahead.
Or maybe two. Okay.
Yeah.
But so my grandma was watching my siblings. I have twin siblings, like boy girl twins, and they're like a year younger than me. And my mom and dad left them home, and me and my other sister went to Lake Powell with them one time. And my grandma was watching them. She put them upstairs to go to bed, and they kept like putting up a fuss to go to bed, like getting up, crying, like, you know, like wouldn't lay down to go to bed. So she went up there a few times, like heard them like walk, like she would like go up there and get mad at them, like stop, right? And then like the third or fourth time she did that, she heard them cry. She swears, like my grandma told us the story. She's like swears that they were crying, like, you know, like making noise, playing with each other, laughing. She goes up there, dead asleep, like dead asleep. So that's kind of creepy.
Is
right?
it at the same place?
The house? Yeah, she was watching them at my house.
Okay.
And we always saw this girl, like, oh, so my sister has long black hair, right? And my aunt does too. So we would always see this like girl with like long black hair, like in a like it was like a white like bathroom like robe, like, you know, like dress type thing. So we'd see him walk into rooms and stuff, and then we'd think we were like, weren't you just upstairs? Like it was weird. We always saw this like girl with like long black hair, like all the time. I've seen her, like she would walk into like rooms like all the time. And, like, my family would tell you that, too, so.
Okay, well, that's
So
creepy.
I think it was my
That's
sister.
scary.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Okay, well, that took a turn. That's
That's
scary.
like a 10. Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys are probably, but the first one, you guys are probably, like, thinking that's going to be really intense, but it's like,
No, I mean, most times it's not usually the... a lot of times when people tell those kind of stories and it's so crazy, I don't believe it. But that's so minimal that I believe it.
yeah. I know, people say this, like, crazy stuff. You're like, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Tricking Panda. Do you have any weird or hidden talents?
Oh, yeah, for sure, guys. Like, people say I have no talent, and then I do this.
Whoa. Mm-hmm. For those
Just
who are listening,
Yeah.
she is touching her nose with her tongue.
I can pick my nose with my tongue.
No, you can't. Oh my god! Wow,
It's going
that's
in there.
pretty deep in there.
Yeah, so I just feel like people think I have no talent, but they just don't really know me.
When
Yeah, that's
did you
pretty
realize?
talented.
When did you realize you could do that?
Oh, my whole life. Like, we've gone way back with that talent.
Can either of your parents do that?
My dad can do all this like weird stuff with his tongue too. He like makes it into like a bowl. Like I haven't conquered that. I'm not like that level yet.
Wow. Okay.
Okay,
Man.
well, good to know.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay. We got another one here.
That's wild. Like, how do you figure that out as a talent? Like one day, like were you tied up as a kid? One day you're like, man, my nose real itchy right
And
now.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I got something in there. No, my mom's like, you know, like those ant eaters that have like the like, that's me. Like I don't know. I could like
That was very
really
impressive.
slurp some stuff.
So
up.
like your parents would put like Cheerios on
I know.
like in your little
I
baby.
think this is probably how I found out because me and my siblings, my family is really weird. Like some of the stories, people probably think I made it up because it's so weird. But like we would always act like we were animals, like of some sort. Like we'd be dogs or cats or wolves or whatever. And my mom would actually give us our food, like our dinner and stuff, on the floor. Like I would like lick it up. Like she would like.
Oh my gosh.
Like we would be so in character of like being an animal. They're like, my mom's like, okay, like fine, here's your food. And like you know those like ice cream sandwiches, we would like take off the top of like the ice cream sandwich and put it on a plate and just lick it. Like, so I feel like
I can see why you're friends with your mom. She seems like I mean, you know, my mom would be like, get stand up. Like
No, right. No, my
but, like,
mom's very
she's cool.
fly by the seat of her pants, like amazing. Like she's
Playful.
really fun. She's like most amazing, like fun energy. Like you would think that she's my age, like, or no, actually, she's older, like, she's younger than me. Like, I always say that I'm her mom, and she's like, yeah, I'm her mom. Like, I have to, like, keep her on the up and up. But yeah, if you like see my mom on Instagram and stuff, you'll understand what kind of mom she is. And she's 55. She looks nothing like that.
This is nice. This is very interesting. I think people will see a different side of you for sure.
Yeah.
I hope a good one. I hope good.
Do you have anything? Do you have anything that you want to plug right now?
I think I kind of plugged.
She has a lot of things
I kind of
going
plugged
on.
all my stuff, right?
Well, check out your
podcast.
YouTube. I'm excited for that.
Oh yeah. So my YouTube is just Sommer Ray. Yeah, I'm gonna start posting. I actually didn't have like a videographer or editor before. Like I just found like a really cool kid. He's gonna always be on the call for some cool videos. So I'm starting that up again.
And your Instagram is also Sommer Ray, SOMMER.
Not that she needs more publicity there, but yes.
Yeah, it's Summer with an O. Everyone always thinks it's Somer. Like people.
I thought it was that at
People
first,
always
too.
say Sommer Ray.
Yeah.
Sommer Ray. I'm like.
Sommer.
I'm like I don't
That's
know
your
what
real
it is.
name, right?
Sommer Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, what's your, like, I'll meet people and they're like, oh, what's your real name? I'm like, real
Sommer.
name. It's not a stage name. Like,
Yeah.
my name is Sommer Ray, and then my last name, it's Beatty, but I've never gone by Beatty because my dad's adopted, and I don't even know his side of the family or anything, and I don't really like them. So I've always gone by Ray my whole life, so that's my name. Like, it's not like a name that I made up, so.
All right. Well, that was
So get
Sommer
all
Ray.
the real facts.
Yep. Go check out her YouTube. You probably already see her on Instagram. Thank you again so much for being here.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah,
It's
seriously.
amazing.
Make sure you can follow us at Off the Pill on Twitter, at Off the Pill Podcast on Instagram. And yeah, the way we end these are basically just breathe into the mic. In 3, 2, 1. We always say it's really bad. He says it's bad for the mics, but we just did it once and we keep doing it.
Is it bad for the mics?